Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jose Roberto Salmeron speaking. It's your teacher from English B2. Okay, and first of all, I feel glad I can be in touch with you throughout this video. And at the same time, I hope that you're feeling pretty well with your family at home following the indications during this emergency. Okay, well, in this video, we're gonna focus our attention on some important structures from unit number 9. Okay, let me open up here. Well, in unit number 9, we have on the first lesson, we have the grammar structure determiners. Okay, and in this grammar structure, okay, we're going to study some common determiners such as every, each, both, all of, neither, etc. So we are going step by step, explain the use of the different determiners that we have here. Okay, and well, first we have the use of all. When we use all, and when we use all of them. So what's the difference between that? Okay, so all of is when we are referring to specific things. Okay, so or plural nouns. Okay, and at the same time, okay, we are referring to uncountable nouns. For example, here we have this example. All of the cars here have yellow license plates. Okay, so and it's important to take into consideration that after all of, we use the definite article, the. Okay, and remember, we are referring to something specific. So in this case, the cars here. All of the cars here have yellow license plates. And then when we use just all, okay, when we are referring to things or people in general, okay, like this example here, all cars have an engine. Okay, so I am talking about cars in general, right? And we have the same use. We can use all for with plural nouns, and at the same time, we can use them with uncountable nouns. And well, we have other example here. All bread is made of flour. So in this case, we are referring to all 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 kind of bread. Okay, we're talking about the bread in general. All right. So and this is the use that we and the difference between all of and all. Remember, all of is when we are referring to specific things, okay, uh, or specific people. And we can use it with plural nouns or uncountable nouns. Okay, all is for general things or people in general too. Okay, that's the difference. After that, we have the use of both. Okay, when we use both refers to two things or or people together. Okay, if I am using just both and the conjunction and, I am referring to two people or two things. Okay, in specific. We have a very simple example here. Both Alice and Susan have to comply with the rules. So it's necessary the use of the conjunction and. And here uh, we are referring to two people, in this case, Alice and Susan. And at the same time, we can use it with adjectives. For example, he is both smart and resourceful. Okay, other example can be, my friends are both serious and responsible. Okay, so in that case, we can use both. Okay, when we are referring to two specific things, or when we are referring to specific people, right? So when we use both of, we use it, okay, when we are referring to uh, plural nouns. Okay, for example, both his parents are alive. Okay, so in this case, it needs to be in plural. Okay, it needs to be in plural. And the use of is optional. Can you see? You can say both his parents are alive, or you can say, for example, both of his parents are alive. So the use of is optional here. But remember, we need to refer to plural nouns in this case, okay? And also, after both of, okay, we can use the object pronouns, like the last example that we have here. The teacher is always looking at both of us, okay? Or for example, the supervisor is looking at both of you, all right? So in this case, we can use the object pronouns too, okay? And that's the use of both, okay? And both of, remember, both of refers to plural nouns, okay? And at the same time, we can use it with object pronouns, okay? And when we use both, and we use and, is when we are referring to two specific things or two specific people, okay? The next determiner is how to use no, none, and none of. As I told you previously, okay, we can use these determiners in very formal context. In a very formal context, for example, there was no bus today, so I walked. Okay. After no, we need to include a noun. Okay, it can be singular or plural. Okay, for example, I can say during the emergency, there were no buses, okay, in my city. So in this case, when we are using a very formal context, okay, at the same time, we can use no at the beginning. Okay, for example, no reason was given for the delay. Okay, or no girl should be denied an education. Okay, so in this case, we are using no at the beginning. And the translation, okay, as I told you previously, okay, in the explanation that I gave you through WhatsApp, I remember that the translation was ningún or ninguno. Okay, so in this case, no girl should be denied an education. After that, okay, we have none. Okay, observe these examples. I drank all the coffee. There was none left. Okay, and let's pay attention to the page 95. Okay, when we use no and none. So in this context, it's very easy to identify the difference. Okay, because in the book they are presenting no and none of as the opposite of all and all of. Okay, so it's very simple to identify the difference here between no and none of. So in this case, for example, non-successful people get ahead easily. Okay? And none of these people graduated from college. So in the use of none of is for, you know, for plural nouns, okay? And when we're referring to things or people that are very specific. Okay, so in this case, these people graduated from college. None of these people graduated from college. Okay, and we have more examples here. Okay, and here you can see that we can use none of, okay, after these alternatives, for example, plus noun, or the demonstrative pronouns, this and that, plus pronoun, plus a possessive. Okay, so we have some examples here. None of the students took the test. Okay, and in the book, you can see that it's the opposite. Okay, for example, we can say all of the students took the test. Okay, so that represents like 100%. So when we're using none here, it's like 0%. So none of the students took the test. So that can be the only thing you can establish a difference with. For example, all of, the opposite is none of. So all of is 100%, and none of is 0%. It's the opposite of all and all. So that can be it can be a kind of tip how you can establish a difference between all of and none of. Okay, and after that we have the use of neither. Okay, when we use neither, okay, we can use neither plus a singular noun. Okay, so neither team wanted to lose. This is like a synonym. This is like a synonym of no. So here, in this context, for example, you can use no or neither. Okay? No team wanted to lose. Okay, or you can say neither team wanted to lose. So in this case, you are using different words, okay, or different determiners, but you are expressing the same idea. Okay, here we have that tennis game was very close. Neither player had a clear advantage. So this is like a synonym. Okay, you can the synonym of no. No player had a clear advantage. So in the case of the determiners, there are many synonyms. Okay, so but the big difference is that we are using neither just with singular nouns. When you're referring to a specific person, okay, or a specific thing. So like this, neither player had a clear advantage. And this is another example, okay? Neither parent knew about the accident. Okay? You can say no parent knew about the accident, okay? After that, we have the use of neither of, okay? Let's pay attention to our student book. In our student book, we have neither of, okay? It can be, we have this example, neither of the men left Taylor get them down. What's the difference? Neither and neither of. Neither is for a singular noun, okay? And neither of, we use it for plural nouns. Okay, here we have the difference. Neither of is for plural. Like neither of my friends came to class today, so we're talking about my friends, okay? This is a plural noun, friends. Okay? And this one, neither of the parents understood what the baby was trying to say. So in this case, again, parents, it's in plural. So neither is for singular and neither is for plural, okay? And we have the last example here. Neither of our cars has enough petrol, so we have to take the bus. Okay, so remember the difference, neither of is for plural, okay, like neither of our cars, neither of the parents, and at the same time we have a determiner, okay, like our, their, mine, etc. And if we are just using neither, okay, we are just using neither, okay, we use it just for, just with a singular noun, okay? Then we have, well, this is very important to highlight, okay? Some students still confuse, okay, the two words every and all. Okay, for example, we have a very simple example here, every day and all day. What's the difference? Okay, every day refers to, okay, each day, okay, from Monday to Sunday. For example, you can say, I study English every day. So it means from Monday to Sunday. And if you say all day, it's referring to the complete day, okay, from early in the morning till late in the evening. Like, I have studied English all day, or it rained all day yesterday. Okay? And now we have the page 95, we have some exercises. Okay, if you have your student book with you, it would be a good idea so that we can answer the or complete the exercise that we have here in the part B. Okay, so this part, let's see, we have, and this is the indication, circle the correct determiners in the conversation. Then practice with a partner. Let's see. Okay, this is the number one. Do you know any successful people? Then we have yes. My close friends are successful. So what can be the alternative here? What can be the correct alternative? Each or all? Okay, so in this case, the correct alternative is all, because we are referring to plural nouns, in this case, close friends. Okay, so we use each only for singular nouns. And then we have they work hard and all of their efforts or every their efforts. So the correct alternative here is all of. Okay, all of their efforts paid off. Okay, paid off is when you have, for example, like a reward. So you're working hard on something and at the end you have a reward. So this is like the action, okay, paid off. And then we have two alternatives. Non-success is easy or no success is easy. Okay, so the correct alternative is just no. No success is easy. Okay, and at the end of this answer, we have none of my friends or no my friends have it easy. So the correct alternative is none of. None of my friends have it easy. Okay, and then we go on. The next exercise is number 2. In what way are the people you know successful? Okay, remember these are very similar. This is a very similar exercise that we have in the step number 6 of the lesson 1 I sent you last Monday. Okay, but here we are using we have some answers by using the determiners. So here we have well, both person or each person. So in this case, the correct alternative is each, because we're referring to a singular noun. In this case, person. It's just one. Each person is successful in a different way. One is happily married with kids, and one is a nurse, another is very wealthy, but all of friend or every friend. So all of, as I told you previously, okay, it refers to plural nouns. In this case, it's just singular. It's friend. So in this case, it's every. The correct alternative is every. Every friend I have is doing what they love. And the number 3, what do you think successful people have in common? Okay, well, they take risks. 2 business people I know got off to a bad start, but neither of the companies or neither company, their companies. So if you remember, when we are referring to plural things, okay, when we are referring to plural nouns, sorry, what can be the alternative? Neither of or neither? Okay, so the correct alternative is neither of, because we are referring to plural nouns. In this case is the companies, okay? Neither of the companies failed in the end. They didn't let fear of failure get in the way. And the last one we have is, what success have you had in life so far? How did they make you feel? Well, I graduated from college. I am sure all student or every student. So this is very simple to identify the alternative, okay, because we are referring to just one student, a singular noun. So the correct alternative is every. Every student is happy to graduate. But for me, college wasn't easy. So what can be the correct alternative here? Each my roommates or both of my roommates? So the correct alternative is both of my roommates thought I would quit. Okay, so and this is the end of this lesson. Okay, remember that if you have any questions about the use of the determiners, okay, you can send me by email or you can contact me by using WhatsApp in the group that we have open in WhatsApp. Okay, so in the next video, we are going to focus our attention on the structures from the lesson 2. Okay, so I hope that you can see this video at home as many times as you can. Okay, and uh, we are going to have the lesson 2 on our next video. Okay, so I hope that you are feeling all right with your family at home, and I hope that you can take advantage of this time, okay, to study, and at the same time okay uh, try to finish the step number 6 in the 2 lessons. Okay, next week we are going to have some feedback about the paragraph that you wrote in the step 6 on lesson 2. Okay, and we're gonna stop here and we'll continue, okay, until the next video. Okay, have a good day. Take care.